Thy word is a lamp unto my feet, and a light unto my path.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us as we read and reflect through the Psalms. We're on Psalm 92 today. The heading above the psalm in my book says, "A Song for the Sabbath Day," meaning no doubt this was one that the Jews used as part of their Sabbath worship. Let's read Psalm 92. I'll be reading from the ESV. Verse 1, "It is good to give thanks to the Lord, to sing praises to your name, O Most High, to declare your steadfast love in the morning and your faithfulness by night. To the music of the lute and the harp, to the melody of the lyre. For you, O Lord, have made me glad by your work. At the work of your hands I sing for joy. How great are your works, O Lord! Your thoughts are very deep. The stupid man cannot know, the fool cannot understand this, that though the wicked sprout like grass and all evildoers flourish, they are doomed to destruction forever. But you, O Lord, are on high forever. For behold, your enemies, O Lord, for behold, your enemies shall perish. All evildoers shall be scattered. But you have exalted my horn like that of the wild ox. You have poured over me fresh oil. My eyes have seen the downfall of my enemies. My ears have heard the doom of my evil assailants. The righteous flourish like the palm trees and grow like a cedar in Lebanon. They are planted in the house of the Lord. They flourish in the courts of our God. They still bear fruit in old age. They are ever full of sap and green, to declare that the Lord is upright. He is my rock, and there is no unrighteousness in him." So there's three big takeaways here from Psalm 92 this morning. The psalmist talks about praising God in the morning and at night. And indeed, these may be the very best times to praise God. In the morning, we wake up refreshed. We wake up strengthened from a night's rest. And we see this brand new day, a great start. And we should thank God and praise the Most High. Likewise, at evening, we can see how God has blessed us throughout the day. We can look back on our accomplishments, see how He has protected us from failure, protected us from danger, and we can praise God. The principle of morning and evening worship was, of course, instituted in the Old Testament with these morning and evening sacrifices. We read of that some in Exodus 29, 38 through 42. Now, we're not compelled to do such under the new law, but we ought to. We ought to start our day praising God. We ought to end our day. We do have the custom of praying at meals, and there's 3 times a day right there, but keep God in front of you. Let us praise God morning and night. In verse 5, he says, "Your thoughts are very deep." And the thoughts of God they're just beyond the comprehension of anyone, no matter how intelligent they are. We often sing the song, "Our God, He is alive." Third verse of that song goes something like this: "Secure is life from mortal mind. God holds the germ within His hand. Though men may search, they cannot find, for God alone does understand." These verses in Psalm 92 say it better than maybe any other verse in the Bible, that the Lord's thoughts are just too deep for the stupid man. We should never think too highly of our intellect. We should always recognize and acknowledge the exalted nature of God. We should see the greatness of God's works as immeasurable and the depths of His divine thought unfathomable. Otherwise, we're a stupid fool, just as written here. Last, look in verse 7. He describes the wicked sprouting like grass. I like the Good News Bible. It reads like this, that the wicked grow like weeds. In the fairly recent past, we studied the book of Ecclesiastes, and the preacher struggled with the same thing. He would look and he would see that the wicked man was flourishing in spite of his evil deeds. The psalmist here really has no problem dealing with it at all, though. He says they shall be destroyed forever. See, the psalmist saw this prosperous condition simply as a prelude to their destruction, because the wicked have only one thing to look forward to. We read of that in 2 Thessalonians 1, verse 9. This is the only future they have. 2 Thessalonians 1:9, "They will suffer the punishment of eternal destruction, away from the presence of the Lord and from the glory of His might." In contrast to the wicked, the righteous will be exalted. They will truly flourish, not like grass or weeds, but they'll flourish like the palm tree, and they'll grow like the cedar. See, these trees' ability to stand upright against the savage winds, to their beauty and marvelous fruitfulness and longevity makes them appropriate metaphors. And remember the very first psalm where the righteous is described as a tree planted by the streams of water. I'd much rather God describe me as a tree than a weed. And I hope that you've gained something by our study of Psalm 92. Go have a good day.